This right here, this is ego. You know what ego is? That is edging God out. And that's what you're doing right now. Now, are you really gonna be the barrier that keeps me from saving souls?
This is the Urban Binge Radio. Thunderflow.
America goes, so goes this world.
He's one of the largest figures in the black church today, Bishop Eddie Long, the head of a megachurch outside Atlanta with some 25,000 members. And now 2 of them say he had sex with them when they were just teenagers.
A 4th lawsuit has been filed against Bishop Eddie Long, alleging that he coerced young men into sex. Long is expected.
Long, the pastor of a nationally known megachurch in suburban Atlanta, says he is fighting the sex allegations.
The pastor of an Atlanta area megachurch says that he will address a deepening sex scandal from the pulpit. 3 men have filed lawsuits claiming Long coerced them into sexual relationships. Long's attorney denies those allegations and dismisses these photos that have now emerged in the wake of the scandal.
Well, the leader of one of the largest churches in the Southeast is denying allegations that he abused his power and seduced 2 young male members of his congregation into having a sexual relationship with him.
Bishop Eddie Long of the New Birth Missionary Baptist Church outside Atlanta. 3 young men now are suing Bishop Long, accusing him of enticing them with money, cars, clothes, and expensive jewelry in exchange for sexual favors. These are just allegations at this point, but what makes them so startling is that Bishop Long is leader not just of an African-American megachurch with 25,000 members, but a major opponent of same-sex marriage and homosexuality. Here's some of what he's preached in the past about gays and lesbians.
And the problem today, and the reason why society is like it is because men are being feminized and women are becoming masculine. And everybody knows it's dangerous to enter and exit. You cannot say, I was born this way. I don't care what scientists say. You can be converted. You were not born that way. Let me pray with you. Let me tell you, don't you be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. Well, I don't know what I am. Johnny, take your clothes down. I'll show you who you are.
Allegations are that sexual things started to happen at the ages of 17 and 18 years old.
I did feel the Lord. Wait.
What?
I thought we were gonna.
You, what?
I thought we might try it the regular way tonight.
I'm there.
Yes, right there. Right there.
I'm in there.
Are you on the way in?
I'm there. It's just, I just got, hold on, just give me a second.
Can I help?
Yeah.
I guess.
Can you just do the other thing? Please, baby. I really need you to help me out here.
Of course.
Hello, everybody. I am Rico Bellucci, and this is a special edition episode of Sunday Flow Show right here on the Urban Binge Radio podcast.
Haters like, am I going to hell for the things that I could wear? I ain't gonna hide my blessings when I know it's made a way. I'ma sweat it out.
I really hate that my face is slightly covered up. Jay tried to purchase me a mic stand that would not quite cover up my face. Unfortunately, clearly that's not working because my face is still covered up. This is, let me say, a special edition episode of Sunday Flow Show right here on the Urban Binge Radio Podcast. I am Rico Bellucci, and I say on the Urban Binge Radio Podcast because we are technically this show was recorded, and what was in mind was it being put on a podcast. So if I ever wanted to turn my camera off and not record my face, I would do that, and I could do that. But I'm not gonna do that. Is the blood on me? Not gonna do that. Jay thinks that I should definitely continue doing the Urban Binge Sunday Flow Show, or Sunday Flow Show right here on the Urban Binge Radio, and show my face. Although I would love to turn the camera off and just do voice only. I won't do that. This episode is a special edition episode. The season is not officially back. We are not back. But just like Larry Reed, he may come to you guys with a video because some news is happening that he really needs to discuss and can't get around it no matter what. So there is this is going to be regarding this video is a review. It's a review about or regarding the movie Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul.
Trent. Hey, Trent.
Huh?
Hey, baby, look, we haven't been getting all that many beeps as of late, and I think, well, I got an idea for something bigger to really get these folks' attention. I'm talking about sealing this thing up with a bang, right? Putting on a real performance. Show them that we're back. Mm-hmm. And we're better than ever, and that we are serious about saving their everlasting souls.
Wasn't that what our dear friend Jesus was here for, hon?
Jesus is real great, and it's a brilliant idea, baby. And he was a huge help getting folks hyped for Sunday. It's just, but maybe something like we got to draw them back in. Make them remember what they were missing. This is it, baby. This is what we need. Trent. Hey, Trent, look at me. You look at me now, okay? I need this. I need to save souls, baby.
And I'm going to try to keep this as minimal as possible because I don't really have much to say, but I do love the movie. Okay, let me start by saying that the movie was a really great movie. And I felt so compelled to do this review. I felt unbelievably compelled. I've always said I'm going to do a review on a movie. I'm going to review this movie. We're going to review this movie. And we never get around to reviewing the movie. But this time I really couldn't help myself. I really needed to review this movie, especially because I feel like I have close ties to baby, what was that? The creation of the movie. So the movie Honk for Jesus, Save Your Life is a comedy movie. I believe it's titled comedy satire, right, baby? And satire, I believe, is like dark comedy, basically. Kind of like that what people say too soon, huh? Kind of like, you know, when Bishop Long died and then when Bishop Long had the scandal and Eddie Griffin came out and said, Long stroking them boys.
And then when he got on TV, remember at his church, and he tried to defend himself. He spoke for about 35 minutes. Not once did he say, I didn't do it. Like, no, black preachers don't fuck little boys. That's the difference between a white church and a black church. White churches, fuck your son. Black church, fuck your wife. All he said is, I got 5 rocks. and I ain't thrown one yet. I said, that's the gayest shit I ever heard in my life. God gave that motherfucking preacher the right last name, Long.
Too soon, you know. Speaking of long stroking and Bishop Eddie Long and Eddie Griffin, Eddie Griffin has nothing to do with this. I just wanted to bring it in because Eddie Long. Anybody who watched this channel and listened to the Urban Binge Sunday Flow Show, or really pay attention and listen to us, then you know that I'm from New Birth. Kind of sort of grew up in New Birth.
But this is Jamal Paris at New Birth on several occasions. So I have 2 occasions here though where he was there, and one of these occasions I'm right down front. So the person with the red on is me down front in the first clip, and the second clip,
if you will. And so I feel like I have a lot of insight on a lot of things, just not what you may think I have insight on. So when Larry went live to say that, you know, he watched a movie and this movie was totally about Bishop Eddie Long.
Anybody gonna make no movie about Bishop Eddie Long? I mean, it's just now it rocked the black church, but that seemed like there would have to be some kind of consent from the family. Now New Birth now is pastored by Jamal, aka Jamal Harrison Bryant. This movie is about New Birth. I want everybody to type that in the chat. If you've seen it, you probably, and you agree with me, put in the chat. If you just believe what I'm saying without seeing it first, type it in the chat. This movie is about New Birth. Key components of the case and what happened is in this movie verbatim. This is about Bishop Eddie Long and New Birth. Absolutely. I don't know how they got away with it.
I was sold. I was already feeling like it was about Bishop Long based off the trailer. I was telling Jay that, and when Larry Reid dropped his commentary, I was definitely sold on seeing the movie. And I actually didn't even know that there was a short film about the movie. So as Larry is giving his commentary, some of the people in the comments are commenting, saying that there's already a short film of this movie on YouTube, on Issa Rae's media company YouTube channel. And I was immediately interested and wanted to click off Larry to go watch it, but I didn't. I stayed on and I later went to go watch this short film, 18 to 20 minutes long. And it's a really good short film. I mean, it's really good. And I suggest a lot of people to go watch it. If you already watched Honk for Jesus Save Your Soul, the main movie, I suggest you to go and watch the short film. But if you have not, I suggest strongly that you watch the short film and then watch the movie, because it felt for some reason like the puzzle fit that way better. So you should go watch the short film that was created 6 years ago, or so many years ago, and then go and watch the more updated current one.
This is no. It's a no. I'm not comfortable with it. I won't do it.
Are you gonna let some irrational anxieties keep me from saving souls?
Anyway, so the movie was a really good movie. Like I said, it kind of gave the spitting image of Bishop Long. That's what it was giving. Definitely the beginning showed them at this church and they titled, you know, the church, and it's been around for, I guess, this long, whatever, and it's held 100 congregants, and it looked just like New Birth on Snapfinger Woods. The New Birth that we started in, that was packed, so packed that we ended up having to move to the gym, which is in the parking lot of the mega church. So when we moved out of Snapfinger Woods, when we moved from over there out of the small church, we moved into the gym. The gym was open before the mega church was open. So when we moved into the gym, the mega church was red dirt. They were still building. All we seen was red clay and hills every time we would come in and out to church. I remember this being a little boy. And Bishop would show up on the screen every other week, every now and again, to tell us the progress of what's going on, until it eventually ended up with a video of him saying, boom, we're done. He was on the roof. I believe the video showed him on the roof. He was in the sanctuary giving a tour of it, And finally, he was like, this is our sanctuary. And we were all just screaming. Not all of us, I was a kid. They were screaming when he walked in and showed it. And, you know, it was huge. Then he came out on the stage and told everybody when we would be moving into the new church. And it wasn't the following Sunday. It was like a couple Sundays later. So we would see it on top of the hill, but we was never able to go in there. So we moved churches, what, 2 or 3 times. But I wanted to know who were these girls because they knew so much about Bishop Long. One thing about Bishop Long, can't say he liked crunk music, but Edward Long loves crunk music, and maybe Edward made him like crunk music, because Bishop Long had a song with Bone Crusher and Lil Jon, and they got him in the car, and his wife, what's the song? I come to the club and ready to fight. I'm like, that's crunk music, and if I'm not mistaken, Edward Long dated Diamond, or had some fling with Diamond or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I would have to ask Edward that, and I believe I'm not mistaken. Edward had a fling with Diamond or Sierra. I'm gonna ask him, or Sierra. I remember back in the day. I'm not tripping, y'all. I'm not tripping. I remember. And there was so many youth things going on there. That was crazy though, that they had him doing the crunk music, because that's something that I believe Bishop liked. If he didn't like it, Edward definitely liked it. He had songs, like I said, on his album with Bone Crusher and things like that.
If you go quiet, look, if you go quiet, look, if you go quiet, look. From they know when we start this one, we make the niggas hit the flow. Ain't no game off in this thing. We be deep off in your party. Cry my niggas get it started. Hit 'em with niggas, this the hardest. So if a nigga come and run they mouth just like a hoe, punch your dead up in his nose.
Cry my crew. Not enough is enough, boy. Rough. If it's stuff, boy, love. It's a must, boy. No. If you go, if you go.
Another thing that they said was the guy walks up to him and from the penitentiary, and one thing that Bishop had a lot of is prisoners that he was helping and homeless people that he would pick up on a bus and bring to New Birth a lot, and help them.
I saw you over here while I was picking up down the way, and I hear y'all about to be back preaching and all. I just want to thank you, Pastor Charles. My old lady brought me to your Easter service a few years back, and I've been a different man.
So for a prisoner to walk up to Bishop and say this, and sometimes I catch myself saying Bishop, although I had a bad experience with Bishop Long that could have scarred, that might have scarred me, and that would have scarred other people worse than it did me, I still find myself calling him Bishop, because that's the church I basically grew up in and what I know, for the most part. So I find myself calling him Bishop.
Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sow, that he shall also reap. Well, what our problem been is that we made up in our mind to try to do this thing right. And we've been trying and trying and trying and trying and trying and getting more confused.
First of all, one of the things that the boy said was his wife, girlfriend, mama, somebody brought him to an Easter service, and that changed his life. Our Easter service was at the Georgia Dome, and we got a lot of newcomers, a lot of new members came from our Easter service at the Georgia Dome. If anybody remember, New Birth had Easter service at the Georgia Dome. We got a lot of members from our Easter service. So I'm not surprised that that part was in there. That was another thing that was a spitting image of Bishop Long.
Mastermind, government and shoulder, wonderful counselor, almighty Jehovah, he's Yeshua. Take a look down under an Australia.
And another thing that they put was him, like I said, saying that they were the first. He said, when you pop out with that laser show on the holidays,
equally as much. I've been down on Britney, God knows that. Hello.
My Terry's West, Pastor. I'm a member of one of the greater paths. Well, I was until I love your sermons, especially on the holidays when y'all break out them laser lights. Laser lights my favorite.
Yeah. I started that, you know. Other churches doing it now, but I was the first.
I believe that.
Bishop Long had a laser show on the holiday, on a holiday. I believe it was New Year's 06, 07. He did a laser show. I know 06 or 07, Tone came to do the concert. We would have a performer every watch night. Tone came 06, 07 to do Oak Park, to promote Oak Park album. He came to promote Out the Box one time too. Out the Box, and he came to promote Oak Park. He did a backflip off the stage. I remember all of that. I done messaged him. He done confirmed it. He remember all that too. Bishop did a laser show. They gave us the glasses when we walked in, and we all had to put the glasses on, and it went pew, 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 pew. When the laser show started, all the lights went off. They were all across our head. Like at the top of our head, you can see just, they were beautiful strings of light. Strings of light. I've never seen anything like it. And they started dancing, and the lights was going everywhere, blah, 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 blah. I didn't understand as a kid why we had to wear glasses. I'm like, why do we have on glasses? And I took mine off. I took mine off to look, just to see what I could see. And you can still see them. You know that, Jay? With your glasses off, you can still see the lasers. So I didn't understand why I had them on, because I peeked outside of mine to see. And I can still see them.
Protect your eyes so you don't go blind.
Oh, I didn't understand, because I'm like, why the hell could I still see it even when I take the glasses off? But they kept saying, don't take off the glasses. I took them off, though, to see. So that was so crazy. I'm like, oh my God. Who are these girls that know Bishop Long so well? I asked this question to myself several times throughout this movie. These girls seem to know him very well.
Did you smoke this morning?
Weed don't bother me.
Did you smoke this morning?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
No? Because Gary, Baba Booey, you know, he thought you smoked weed. He thought you smelled like weed.
Me? Nah, I don't smoke weed.
Yeah, I mean, you know weed.
I hate weed.
These girls are two twin girls, or two twin boys, or a boy and a girl. They have African names, and I know New Birth so well, but I can't act like I know New Birth like the back of my hand. So it was 25,000 members at one point, more than that, because we had a first, second service, and they ended up having to make a third service because the service was so packed. And then they did a Latino service, which Eddie Velez would summarize what Bishop had preached. Eddie Velez would what's up, Eddie Velez? He follows me on Instagram. I dated his daughter too. That's crazy. I dated Bishop Long's daughter, and I dated Eddie Velez's daughter. And they were friends. But Eddie Velez would do the Spanish. Eddie Velez would do the Spanish service and summarize everything Bishop had preached on Sunday. So we would have all those services. They would have the Spanish service in the chapel later on in the day. A lot of Spanish people would come. So it was just crazy how accurate and how on the head they were getting some of these things. Like, I'm just like, who? And then they had the sex scene where they bend her over because he's trying to poke the pussy, and he doesn't really quite want the pussy. He can't stay hard for the pussy, but he wants the booty hole.
Wait. What? I thought we were gonna.
You what?
I thought we might try it the regular way tonight.
I'm there.
Yes, right there. Right there.
I'm in there.
Are you all the way in?
I'm there. It's just, I just got it. Well, just hold on. Just give me a second.
The booty hole is tighter than the pussy hole, definitely, especially if she done had children. That yoni egg might help some of you women out there who have a loose puss. The booty hole is very tight. That's why your man always asking you, can I fuck that ass? Can I fuck that booty? Can I fuck that booty? Because they want to get in the booty hole. The booty hole will squeeze the shaft of that dick more than that pussy hole will. The pussy hole got to be tight. They love the pussy. But that booty hole, when you let them get some of that booty hole, and then don't let them finally come home all of a sudden asking for some booty hole and you ain't never gave them no booty hole. Why you all of a sudden asking me for some booty hole? Oh, baby, I've been watching a video. Or my friend told me that his wife let him do that and it felt good. Don't believe it. Women just be believing anything. Stop believing it. He done fuck some tight booty hole. It done turned him on. He wants your asshole. And this woman, Vanessa Long, I mean, this ain't Vanessa Long, Lord. Regina King said, you ain't gonna Plummet. Regina Hall said, you ain't gonna rummage through my asshole, my bread basket. You ain't gonna rummage through my bread basket the way you rummage through these boys' bread basket who you done settled out with.
That's nobody business but him and whoever he is plummeting and rummaging through. Cause in that video, you know, he liked the rummage through guts and he's a Pokemon. He likes to go at it. He likes to go at it over and again.
So yeah, they even had all of that. They even had him on the phone settling out, saying, I'm tired of shelling out money.
Yeah, Gary, we're both on.
You don't know how to act around it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, that's promising.
No, wait just a minute. We've already shelled out. This is strong armed robbery. I don't want to shell out another. Jesus fucking Christ.
These were not boys. These were a group of adults that made consenting decisions. And you make sure that that is in the paperwork too, okay?
These folks are overcome by demonic spirits.
All right, Gary, let's just do it. Yes, whatever the amount is, we'll handle it. We just can't have this burden on us anymore, on our church. For the love of God, let's just do what we have to do.
And having to shell this money out. Larry Reed said something that maybe these boys liked this and wanted to bust this nut with Bishop Long, and thought that they were the only one. Unfortunately, I don't know about that, because Larry is saying that because of I guess because what he see in the movie.
Young broke niggas, you weakness? I didn't realize it wasn't just me. I wasn't the only one walking around with brand new shoes and a Camaro? Huh? That's that shit. That's that shit you do to.
When in actuality, when I was there, and anybody from New Birth can tell you, these boys played basketball at the gym. A lot of times these boys, especially Paris, okay, and if Paris watches this and if this goes viral, I ain't lying, damn it. Y'all know I ain't lying, don't give a fuck. Don't make me start naming goddamn names, other names who would know this. Okay, they on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know I walked around New Birth. I did my rounds around New Birth, y'all. I walked, I smoked, I hung out. I was never doing what I'm supposed to do. Y'all know that. So I was nosy. I seen it. Y'all seen it. The girls who was walking with me. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Don't make me say no names. Y'all know that when they would come from that gym and come from that basketball court and come up that back way, back there where Bernie King and them park at, Kirk Franklin and everybody park at around that loop. When they walk up that back way, they got on that elevator. Somehow they had a way to get on the elevator. We didn't know how to get on the elevator or go up the steps. We didn't have a code to get in. But somehow they knew how to get on that elevator and go upstairs with them gym shorts on, that basketball. Before I've seen them with a basketball, and go up there with gym shorts on, sweaty up some, just got done playing basketball, go right up damn stairs to his room or to his offices. It seems as if they were going upstairs, because that's what's up that elevator. And that's what I would see every Sunday. And Funky, let's not get it twisted, Funky said when he stayed in the 12, he seen Bishop Long coming in there with young men all the time.
But I really, man, I had a wonderful, wonderful experience for 30 years.
How did you deal with the explosive allegations that hit New Birth? Working there, knowing people there, and people leaving in droves.
I was so just distraught over the fact that people can just be so, I think, vicious unless you had all of the truth. And because I didn't know who those individuals were other than maybe seeing them work out in the gym or something. I didn't know who those individuals were other than maybe seeing them work out in the gym or something. Or other than maybe seeing them work out in the gym or something. Or other than maybe seeing them work out in the gym or something.
Okay. Am I telling too much of the business? So, even down to the settlement and all of that was to the T. But I don't agree with Larry. I do think that these boys knew about each other. It wasn't no shit like, oh, I didn't know I was the only one. I thought I was the only one walking around with lavish shit, da-da-da-da-da. No, it wasn't no shit like that. It definitely wasn't no shit like that. These boys knew about each other because they would play basketball together and they would go upstairs to Bishop's office together, or to the office area together. I don't think it was no shit like that. I think it was on some orgy type shit. I think it was on some sugar daddy type shit. Let me tell you something. Me and Jay have been in a situation where we've had the same sugar daddy and his best friend. So anytime, now I've never had sex with him, okay? But I've gotten a lot of money out of him. But anytime he would want to have either one of us. And that's not sex, because D didn't always want to have sex, okay? And yes, I'm saying his motherfucking name. Right. He didn't always want to have sex. And that's the honest to God truth, right? He didn't always want to have sex. D just want to sit in the truck and talk. Dead ass company, and will give you money just for keeping him company. And I've done that a couple of times where I've sat in there and he's said some shit, you know, like, I want to be with you and Jay. Can y'all please just be with me? Can I have both of y'all? Like shit like that. Like, you know, you and Jay my boyfriends, right? On the low, just both of y'all my babies. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then give us some money. So I don't think it's not far-fetched at all. Okay, hear me out. That they would know. They're kids. They were kids. They were young-minded. They didn't give a fuck. They was living a lavish life. It wasn't no love type of shit. The way Paris then was making it sound like in the news, or the way the news made it sound like, is as if they were in love with him. No, they might have begun to grow a love, but it wasn't a jealous type of love. They all knew about each other. If you look at their interviews, it wasn't that they didn't know about each other. They knew about each other, a lot of them. And I still know young men today who have dealt with Bishop Long, who Bishop Long have supported and have not come forth. Okay? I do. Today. I know them. All right? Dead ass. Do I not? 2 of them. Okay? And they won't ever come forth. They won't ever say anything. And it's not always about money. For me, it's not. Like I said in the beginning, it's about people knowing that even in your ugliest, you know, this is a fetish that is so nasty and ugly to people. He's still anointed, and he still had people leaving church on Sunday having a blessed week throughout the week till the following Sunday because of his preachings and teachings. No matter what, you can't take that away from him. That's anointed. That's anointed. When God put it in you, birth something in you to dispense, that's the word, right? Out to thousands of people, fill them up with his knowledge. You can't tell me that's not anointed. No matter if he wanted his top lip to smell like booty hole. No matter what. Anointed. Anointed. I'm at 35 minutes. How long I've been recording? How long I've been recording? Okay, I'm about to close this out. So one day, like I said, one day I will come out and tell my story. I definitely prefer to speak with, you know, Edward Long first, you know, or any of his children if they want to speak. You know, I am friends with them on social media, his grandchildren as well, and people that were close in his camp. My mentor was, and I consider still is, Bernice King. Very close mentor of mine. Very, very close. Like, I like very close mentor. I dealt with Bernice, and Bernice dealt with me on a regular. Reverend Bernice King. Let me put some respect on her name. And I love Bernice King. I never talk bad about her, and I can't stand when Funky Donnie be calling her a bull dyke. I can't stand it because Bernice King is not a dyke. Okay, leave her alone. She's just tough, and she walked with masculinity because she's tough. And I love Bernice King. She's anointed. But all of this stuff was just so damn near accurate. It was such a good movie. You know, some of it I don't think was accurate. You know, I do think that Bishop Long had some jealous ways. Put it back on top. Nope. Up again. Yeah. I do feel, yeah, right there. I do feel that Bishop Long had some jealous ways. Sometimes I felt that he was worried that Paul S. Morton and E. Dewey Smith would take his members. I always felt that, and Bishop did make jokes like that every now and again, that he always would bring up every now and again how people were leaving the church and going to another church and not being loyal, and his loyal members. Every now and again he would bring that up and be worried about that. Now this woman, Regina Hall, she did not portray Vanessa Long the way Vanessa Long truly is. Vanessa Long is timid, quiet, mellow tone, slow, very, very slow to speak, and just very, very, just a sweet woman all around.
Ladies, back in December of 2011, I was in the middle of a storm. And I got off the ship. As much as I love my husband, my family, my new birth family, I couldn't take another minute pretending that I was okay. It was an incredibly difficult decision to make. And it was equally hard to come back because I felt like I failed the very people that needed me to be their strength. After all, you felt the storm too, and yet you stood. But then I realized that the best thing that I could do was to let you see me as a woman, just like you. A woman capable of making good decisions and a woman capable of making bad decisions. God causes everything to work together for good. Instead of condemning myself, I can use what happened as an opportunity to minister to someone else going through a storm.
So the way they portray Vanessa Long is not how Vanessa Long is in real life, but I think that they did an awesome job. This guy, K. Sterling, is fine as fuck. He's a fine ass man, especially when he took off his shirt. All eyes was on him. I was like, damn. And Regina Hall did an absolutely awesome job. I mean, I've literally watched the short film about 3 or 4 times already, and I've watched the movie once, but I would love to watch it again, which I probably am going to watch it again, like I did A Fall from Grace, Tyler Perry.
Take off 5 years when I trim up these whiskers. 8 if my moisturizing routine is tip top. Put your own game, son. The air of youth.
Not really on my side of things.
Yeah, I could definitely put you on. You should come and do sound for our audio-visual department. That'd be real nice, wouldn't it? And then after that, well, I know a lot of folks in the industry. I can make some calls. Just for you, though. I don't ordinarily do that sort of thing.
Cool.
Cool. So much scruff.
My boyfriend digs it, so.
As you guys know, I've expressed already that I've had an experience with Bishop Long. And like I said before, I am an associate to Bishop Long's, a couple of Bishop Long's children, not all of them. I would say I'm an associate to them. And, you know, my experience with Bishop Long, I have not felt fully comfortable coming out with it. And I think one of the main reasons is because of how the children may feel about me. I think that's probably one of my main reasons. My situation and our experience, my partner and I, we both experienced the same thing. It's not something that, you know, we're not looking for money or anything. We're not looking for a monetary gain. We're not looking for any damages or anything like that. I think the main thing is I would want to tell my story because I want people to know that people can have an issue and still be anointed, still be the same person you knew them to be in the beginning. They just have this problem that you see as a problem, and that they may see as a problem too, but don't, you know, shun them and put them in a grave before it's their time. Right, and that's like Leandra Johnson and Tone. People literally put Tone in the grave. The church people put Tone in the grave before it was his time. And not saying that he's dead, but they could have, okay? And Sonya, because I'm looking at Sonya. Leandria is the same way, but they've not quite put her down. Not everybody. The church as a whole still accepts Leandria Johnson. But with Bishop Long, a lot of people left him. A lot of people left his side. A lot of people really shunned him completely. But my whole point for telling my story would be to let people know that he's still anointed. And I don't know when I'll be ready to tell my story in full. And it ain't nothing that's like, you know, no clickbait or nothing. This is real. You know, like I have photos and I have people, whether they want to say that they're a witness or not. If this did go to court, these people would have to tell because they would be under oath. I know you hate to talk about it. I know you do. I know you hate to talk about it. It's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. We also felt threatened after leaving, not directly by Bishop Long, but a member close to him who Bishop Long directed this person to take us where we needed to go. This person, after leaving and having this experience with Bishop Long, we felt like this person was trying to let us know, open your mouth and I'll end you, you know, a type of thing. And I begin to kind of shake a little bit when I talk about it. And again, I'm not doing this for clout. We get no videos or nothing. I'm not sending this to Inside Edition and Fox 5 and Channel 2 and all of that. I'm doing this because I love blogging. I love blogging. I love vlogging and blogging. I love them both. Jay knows that if I could put us on a reality show and record our everyday life, I would. If I knew that it wouldn't put us in some situations. But that's how I am. I'm an open book to a certain extent. And so me telling this is not for no money reasons. This would solely be because I want to tell my story. And Edward Long we've spoken several times since this experience. We've spoken this year. We've spoken in the past year. We've spoken to each other extensively, right, Jay? Edward Long and I. And in those conversations, I've always felt the need. I'm an Aquarius. I'm such an Aquarius. I've always felt this itch to just open my mouth and just say, you know, I want to talk to you. And I haven't. You know, I haven't. I want to be able to tell my story in a way, not to bash Bishop Long, but to let people know that you can be anointed and have your issues. Leandra Johnson delivers people. She sing a note and she completely have people slung out, giving their life to Christ, feeling like, hold on, I think I feel something. I think I know who Jesus is from this lady singing. And she go out and she smokes cigarettes. You know, your relationship with God is your relationship with God. What God may let John get away with, Sally may not can get away with it. And what Karen can get away with, Sally may not get away with. What Sally can get away with, Karen may not can get away with. So everybody is just got their own little thing. Everybody got their own little issues. It's not for us to completely put them down. Larry said something that was good. He said that he think that the scandal might have killed Bishop Long. He doesn't think it was cancer. And it could have been.
Well, we can't convert them all. Ain't that right? Just getting up.
I'm gonna pack up my kit.
It's good talking to you, young man. You let me know if I can do anything for you, okay?
Did you give him anything?
What? No, I just offered to help him.
We just got robbed for an obscene amount of money. All for this to go away, so, my God, we need peace. So you can get back in that pulpit and preaching. We can't afford for you to go back to being your generous self with people.
But I love this movie. Soon I'm going to be talking to Larry Reed, and maybe we could set something up where, you know, I'll come on his show and discuss what I want to discuss, possibly, or bring him on my show. I don't know. But I really appreciate everybody for tuning in, for subscribing. Again, I just wanted to come real quick with this real quick review. I encourage everybody to go out and watch this movie, please. It's on Peacock right now, streaming on Peacock. It's worth going on Peacock listening to. Not only that, I suggest everyone to also watch the short film. Not only watch the movie, but watch the short film. The short film is available on YouTube. Type it into YouTube, Honk for Jesus Save Your Soul, and you should see it under a Issa Rae company or something like that. I forget the name, but please, guys, go tune in and watch this movie. It's a really good movie. It portrays a lot of Bishop Long, rightfully, and some of it is just not quite Bishop Long, and definitely not Vanessa Long. Maybe this is an interpretation of what she should have done, or maybe what she would have been like, but this is not what she's like in real life at all. Vanessa Long is very humble and meek and mild and just quiet, very to herself. But I think ultimately the director or writer, producer, ultimately was trying to make the wife, the first lady, look like a clown, or basically say she was a clown. At the end of the day, she turned out to look like the fool. She turned out to be the clown and ended up wearing that clown mask right there on the sidewalk after staying with him and after being with him. So I think ultimately the point was the woman was the fool. You were the fool. You stayed, you saved face, and at the end of the day, you were the clown. The clown and the fool.
Fuck!
Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I don't know what song I'm leaving at the end, but I'm leaving a song at the end. It'll more than likely be B Slade. I don't know what song I'm going to leave at the end. I'm going to leave you guys with a song. And thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and hit that thumbs up.
This is the Urban Binge Radio. Sunday Flow.
To the B to the 18. Went from the hurt and the pain to the praise team. Plugged up to the source like lightning. Think they like me? No, don't even try. I don't know what you come to do. 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 you leave for it. Whatever you need from him, you leave for it. 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 Lick till you feel it. Lick till you feel it. Jump in and dance. Do your dance. Whatever you want from him, you leave for it. Whatever you need from him, you leave for it. Whatever you want from him, you leave for it. Whatever you need from him, you leave for it. Ah, jump for joy. Jump for joy. That's what we kept saying when we was up in the club. That's what we kept saying when we was up in the club. That's what we kept saying when we was up in the club. I like it. Mike Burton on the sax. Yeah, I went from the C to the B to the 18. Went from the hurt and the pain to the praise team. Plugged up to the source like lightning. Think they like me? No, don't even try it. It's a brand new day, yo, don't even try it. It's a new jack swing and I like it. Been around the world and I can't find nobody like him. Colder than the Iceman, frozen with a wristband. When you wanna hit, then you can come and see the hitman. Running my business, running my business. Say about my business, be about your father's business. Can I get a witness? Faith and fitness. He said, she said, what the guy say about the matter? Walking right past all the gossip and chatter. Truth is, it doesn't even matter. Yo, if you got beef, take it to my pastor. Yeah, I got a pastor. Do you got one? Front row shotgun. Both hands up, hallelujah. Reclaim, glory, hallelujah. Moving all around, Holy Ghost got me shaking. And moving all around, Holy Ghost got me shaking. And moving all around, Holy Ghost got me shaking. And moving all around, Holy Ghost got me shaking. And moving all around, Holy New Road Inc. New Road Inc.
If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and hit that thumbs up. And I will see you guys on my next video. Check out all my other content on my channel. Make sure you listen to my podcast at The Urban Binge Radio. Everywhere podcasts can be heard, The Urban Binge Radio. And check us out on social media, The Urban Binge on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The Urban Binge on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. I'm out.